Perfect.
The doctor was asking, do we have a Zoom link? Maybe they like to join by Zoom.
Mine will know that I can provide it tomorrow.
Not yet.
Yeah, they have many.
Okay.
So many people.
Can you make me Chris, please? I'm not sure. I don't know.
All right, let's let people into the room. Tech team.
I need to be made first.
Okay, Pastor Dakino,
Yes,
can you please make
That's right.
Shojin?
that's right. She's the co-host. She should be co-host.
And Shojin, next time you can tell him instead of waiting because he might not know.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the prayer vigil. So let's start this morning by greeting our true parents and heavenly parent. 전진 참부님께 경배. 8호. So let's recite the family pledge. 가정 맹세 4. 천일국주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 전주대 가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. Our family, the owner of Channelgook, pledges to build the universal family encompassing heaven and earth, which is the heavenly parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. Now, can I ask Yoshiko Martinez, do you mind praying for us this morning to open up?
Good morning. Let us pray. 하늘 부모님, 참 부모님, 감사합니다. Good morning, dear Heavenly Parent. Truly, we are so grateful. You have been loving us so much. You have been with us. You have been watching us. You have been wanting to be with us so much throughout the history. Even though we have been ignorant, not knowing even your existence, didn't know your guidance, your love, and your dreams, your Heavenly Parent. We've been so disconnected throughout the history. Dear Heavenly Parent, yes, we, as a human being, we seek for our enjoyment, happiness, and comfort. But then we were doing it in our own way. And look at that, our life. Everybody end up being so lonely and miserable. And the world turned out to be such a miserable place of fighting, conflict. Dear Heavenly Parent, the time has come that we have to wake up, and then we have to come back to you dear Heavenly Parent, it's been said there is the last days. Yes, the time is now. It's the time of the last battle of love, the battle of the true love and the false love, dear Heavenly Parent. To win this battle, the saints, the heavenly soldiers have to stand up strong and then to become the example of true love. Dear Heavenly Parent, I myself, I have been making so many mistakes, but why you have been calling me? You are needing me, dear Heavenly Parent. Dear Heavenly Parent, you seek for the one who is most miserable, who are lost, like the lost sheep. Your heart goes to the most miserable one. You cannot leave anyone alone. Dear Heavenly Parent, you are such a parent. You are such a parent, dear Heavenly Parent. Thank you. Thank you for this time. And True Mother has really brought your love and your embrace to us. Thank you. And thank you for this opportunity that we can come together as a morning visual. Thank you, dear Heavenly Parent. I offer this prayer. 이 모든 말씀을 참 부모님이 선호받으러 예수의 이름으로 복음하며 기도하리옵사옵나이다. 아주.
Thank you, thank you, Yoshiko-san, for your prayer this morning. Okay, so let's go into our stretches. So whenever tech is ready, they can start the music, and yeah, let's stretch. So let's bring everything up. Breathe in. Let's move to one side, maybe right side or left side, whatever works. I like this music, it's calming. Go to the other side, bring everything to the other side. All right, bring arms down. Let's roll your shoulders back a bit. And then move forward, rolling forward. Roll our necks. Be very slow. And we're still waking up. I for sure am still waking up. Okay, and then let's give ourselves a little massage on the shoulder. Give ourselves some love. But this past week was really crammed for me. I don't know if you feel the same way. Busy. Okay. And yeah, let's touch our toes or bend down. Whatever works for you. Okay, all right, let's come up. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale out slowly. Nice. Okay. All right, we set our minds, we set our bodies ready. Now let's go into our breakout rooms to share our gratitude with one another. So see you back in a few minutes. All right, welcome back, everyone. It was really great, my breakout. I got to catch up with the Milan family, and I believe Uncle Louis, Siegfried. Yeah, so I'd like to ask the Milan family to share their gratitude or what they're up to. It's really inspiring.
Good morning. Hi, everybody. Yes, I just shared in our breakout room. What I'm grateful for is today we're having about 25 second gen come over from like Toronto, and then we have our Windsor community here, and then we have like maybe one more person from Detroit community. So we kind of wanted to do this gathering where we can just have like second gen and do something like internal and also external. So in the morning we're gonna have like Two Mothers speech, and we're gonna kind of read over it and kind of get them to be more alert to what Mother is trying to call for all second gen. And we're gonna do like activities where maybe like Jeopardy, and then later on we're gonna have like a scavenger hunt around after lunch, and then go for some boba. But the whole thing why we wanted them all down was kind of just to bring second gen back and really educate them still and build bonds. And yeah, I'm just really grateful that we can have like a home where we can host them all. And all my siblings put all their ideas together. My parents, of course, offering all the food. And yeah, I'm just really blessed that we can kind of have this blessing and opportunity this weekend. So yes, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just going to add to it that yesterday we had the best couples, the parents here last night, and Reverend Yu came down also. So we had a little meeting and talked about the future generation, second gen, what we can do to support. And so we are very grateful for that, and I'm grateful that that we could have a house that we could support this. And to watch the creativity in the second gen is just amazing that they can put together in such a short time and have fun. So they're all traveling from Toronto, and that's a 4-hour drive to get here this morning for 10 o'clock. So I mean, there's a lot of effort. It's not just a 1 hour away, it's 4 hours and then 4 hours back when they go back on Sunday. So that's my appreciation. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, cool. So yeah, now we'll move into our 100K portion of this call. And as always, or for the past few days, I'd like to invite up Dr. Thomas Ward to share his to do 100K and then share his reflection.
Thank you very much, Yejin, and good morning to all brothers and sisters. Yeah, if we can go ahead and begin our reading, that'd be great. So we are continuing our reading from Mother of Peace, and Mother is sharing about her time in middle school. Even as an adolescent in middle school, I poured my heart into quiet reading and study. I attended the Songjong Girls Middle School located in Sajikdong of Seoul's Jongno district. Situated at the southern foot of Mount Inwang, it was a small school that seemed always bathed in sunlight. From the moment of its founding, that school shared the suffering of the Korean people. It was established in May 1950, but had to close less than a month later due to the Korean War. After the war, its doors reopened, and true to its mission, the school prepared many girls to become talented women who would help build a prosperous country. In 1981, the school moved to the Eunpyeong district of Seoul, and in 1984, its name was changed to Sunjung Middle School. Our Tongil group acquired this school in 1987 and brought it into the Sunhak Educational Foundation. I have continued to give it support and attention. In middle school, I spoke little and developed a calm personality. I studied hard and always ranked at the top of my class. I was pretty and modest, and as I was also quiet and well-behaved, I received love and attention from my teachers. My school life was uneventful. I only remember that I missed a day or two of school in the first year when I became sick. In my second and third years, I received an award for earning the highest grades in my class. I preferred to read in a quiet spot and listen to music rather than engage in social life or sports. My hobby was drawing. I enjoyed art and had some talent, but set aside the possibility of becoming a professional artist. For all 3 years of middle school, I was the class representative on the student council, and in the third year, I was head of the student activities committee. I led many student activities, and this awakened my leadership abilities. One day, when the entire school was gathered, I went to the podium and announced the decisions of the student council. The teachers complimented me on my poise and confident attitude. After witnessing this side of me, which had not been seen before, one teacher commented, "Hakja seems gifted. I thought she was just quiet and docile, but actually she shows good leadership skills." So when I hear this particular reflection of our true mother, I realized that this was a very happy time for Mother, this time in middle school, when she really discovered many things about herself, about her abilities, and at the same time really was following, as a filial daughter, the directions of Daimonim and of her grandmother. And she was basically, as she said, I spent my time just quietly reading and drawing. She didn't do a lot of social things because basically she had to be raised in a certain kind of a pure environment. And she was very aware of this and of the need to take this kind of personal care that she could foster the kind of heart that she was called upon to foster by the call of God. I wanted to share just a few slides, which I think are helpful to put all this into a little bit broader context. Is it if Shojin, is it possible to take down the mother piece? Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let me just share this. So I just wanted to kind of, I think if we look at what we've been reading, we get some hints into why this particular time in Mother's education was so special. Because basically, as we're reading Mother of Peace, we discover that she was at a school in Seoul, Hyojang Elementary School. She spent 2 years there. And then because of the war, she was forced to evacuate Seoul in June of 1950. This is just a young child, and yet she saw such horrible things during that time. She says, "I saw countless dead bodies, adults, children, victims of freezing, starvation, disease, and battle. My family and I also teetered on the brink of death, but somehow throughout this journey for survival, I felt God was with us. There was a great power protecting our family as we escaped the north and found refuge in the south." So Mother, she saw terrible things as a small child. This is her earliest school days, and she moves from Seoul to Daegu, and she spends 2 years studying in Daegu. And then after that, she moves on to Jeju, and she spends 1 year in Shinyo Elementary School in Jeju. And then following that, then she goes back up to Seoul, and she studies at Bongui Elementary School in Seoul for, actually it's not, I think it's Chuncheon. That's maybe a mistake. From 1955 to 1956. So, what an incredible trajectory. If we look at this is her mother's life, the first years from 1948 to 1956, she moves from Seoul to Daegu to Jeju to back to Seoul. and how difficult it is for anyone, particularly when you're a student, to have to leave. The great bonds you make as a student in elementary school, and having to lose those bonds over and over again, and to move from one place to another, to leave your favorite teacher, to leave your classmates. And you know what it's like, I'm sure every one of you, how you feel when you walk into a classroom as a new student. So the time that Mother spent at Songjong Girls Middle School, those 3 years, is the only time that she had really to spend 3 years in a stable school. It was the only time that she had during her education. After that, she goes on, we know, to a nursing school, but only stays there for 1 year. She's blessed with true father. So her life has really been a life of moving from one situation to another, facing all kinds of difficulties and struggles, as we know, going through this process, but somehow being able to keep a positive mind and a positive heart through all of this. And she says, that in 1987, that the Songjong Girls Middle School became a part of the Sunhak Academy family of schools. And I think it was because this was such a precious time for her. It was the only time in all of her childhood that actually she had the chance to have that kind of stability, instead of just moving from one place to another. 3 years to really be there at the start with the same students and graduate with the same students. It was a very precious time. And I'm sure that that's why she wanted to have that as a part of the Sunhak Academy family of institutions of learning, because it was such an important chapter in her life. So True Father spoke to us about, whenever you go into a speech where true parents are going to share. And he said that really the best way, before True Father comes into the room, is to just take 15 or 20 minutes and think about Father's life and all the things that Father went through in his life, all the struggles and the difficulties and the heart that he had to somehow harbor, to somehow continue to carry God within him in the midst of all kinds of difficulties. And it's the same for True Mother. Basically, if we really want to be able to receive True Mother well, it's really important that we reflect on the path that she has walked, the way that she has gone, the struggles that she has endured from the very beginning of her life up until today. So I think that it's really important, particularly for our second and our third generation, who really True Mother is focusing her attention upon, and rightfully so. It's very, very important that our second and third generation really connect to True Mother, because you have your whole lives ahead of you. And it's really important that for the next, 50, 60, 70 years that you're on this earth, that somehow this experience with True Mother, you're able to carry it with you. So that's why Mother wants to really focus upon you, because you have your whole life with you, and you can be able to carry True Parents' heart and spirit into the 22nd century. That's the precious role that all of you play, is to somehow be able to harbor that. So it's really important to prepare ahead of time and remind yourselves of the way that Mother has gone, the course that Mother has gone, in order to get where she is. So I think that this reading this morning, this happy moment of peace, if you will, in Mother's life, as she transitions from this rocky road of being, a migrant from one place to another, to finally have 3 years that she could spend with the same people and the same teachers and develop her skills and her ability. That was the one calm in the midst of the storm of these early and formative years of her life. So let's all really do our best. The wonderful gift of reading this book every single day is it gives us an opportunity to inherit and understand Mother's course and appreciate it more, appreciate her more, so that we can be able to receive her better when she does come here. And even when we sit down to read her book, if we can be able to have the mindset of what preceded in the earlier chapters, so that we're able to better receive True Mother, so that we can inherit this and carry it forward into the next century. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's such an empowering message, especially for the second and third gen who are here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Agent.
So let's go into our breakouts and we can share our reflections with one another, and then we'll come back again to share with everyone. So see you in a few minutes. All right, thank you everyone for sharing in your breakouts. And yeah, I had all Jersey people in my breakout, so it was enjoyable to catch up and talk about this passage. So yeah, so now we're going to move on to our testimony from the youth of everyone meeting True Mother. And yeah, so we're going to welcome up one sister who is I love her so much, and every time I go to the carp house, she gives such good hugs. So I guess she learned something from Dr. Young. But yeah, I just really love her. She's very strong, and she has a deep heart for her brothers and sisters. So yeah, let's welcome up Eva Schneider.
Right. Okay, good morning, everyone. Yeah, I think for my testimony today, rather than sharing something that I learned from True Mother's speech, I really wanted to just share my kind of emotional roller coaster of the entire experience of going up and seeing and witnessing True Mother and what I gained from that. And I think a lot of it started actually from the preparation beforehand, because the last time I saw True Mother was back in high school during the Peace Starts With Me rallies. And at that point, I felt like I didn't really have a deep foundation with True Parents. And so whenever I saw her, she still felt like this distant figure, like, oh, a picture on the wall or a person on the stage, somebody I couldn't relate to. And so I didn't have a very deep experience seeing True Mother, even when I did see her in person a couple times. But this time, after like finishing 2 years of GPA and really building my foundation and now living in the carp house, we really prepared for this experience. Like we were, yeah, I mean, there was a 12-day prayer condition, and we had calls with Reverend Dunkley where he explained more about what your mother's doing and feeling and thinking. And even every spare moment, the UPA missionaries and I were trying to fundraise to help build our like actual funds and our ability to go. And then even driving there, we drove from Clifton to New Jersey, or to Vegas for 2 days and 2 nights. And I just felt like everything I was doing was all geared towards, okay, I want to prepare my heart to have a deep experience with True Mother. Like I really want to gain something from this experience. And I want to personally connect to True Mother. And even on those trips and during that time, I felt so much of God's like personal love for me during that time too. And so it just I felt so ready. I felt like this is going to be the moment where I feel something. And so, yeah, I mean, Saturday was really great. There was a workshop and more people spoke, and I think you've heard about that too. So I'm just going to skip to like Sunday morning. And yeah, Sunday morning you gather in the IPEC, and it was already 2-3 hours early, but it's full. And there's just palpable like excitement and energy and this feeling like, oh my gosh, like she's here. We're going to see her today, finally. And everyone is so excited. And my friend and I like snuck around to the side, to the door, right where they're going to let us in. And we were just waiting there so that we can get a front row seat. And they kept delaying the time that they would open the doors. And so we ended up waiting there for like half an hour, and then 45 minutes, and then an hour. And then I kept feeling, I don't know, I had this feeling like, oh, this is kind of in some way I can relate to all the stories I've heard of when True Father would speak at Belvedere, and people would come like hours early, like wake up at 3-4 a.m. just to come like hear him and see him speak. And in a little way, it was like me standing there for an hour, like I can't even use the bathroom because I don't want to lose my spot in line. And finally we were let in, and we got all the way up, and I was sitting in the second row, like right in the front, right in the middle, like so ready to see True Mother. And yeah, just the crowd and the energy and the atmosphere, was like so excited and so light and so just ready to see her and welcome her. And yeah, finally she walks in the room, and the doors open, and the room just explodes with like energy and noise and screaming, and everyone's really, really happy and like ready to welcome her in. And she walks in the room, and I guess my initial feeling was just like, wow, she's just a person, like a real human being. And somehow this phrase kept coming in through my mind, like, wow, she's a human being who decided and chose to carry the weight of the world on her shoulders. And I kind of, I don't know, took a step back outside of myself and had this awareness of the room around me. Like 1,000 people. And every single one of them owes their entire lives to this one person in the front of the room, or like the couple that she represents, true parents. Every single one of us was made and created directly by these two people and by the sacrifice their lives had made. And like, they gave their whole lives and they did so much. And I just felt like, yeah, we are their legacy. And the whole, like everywhere in the world, there's groups of people that are directly created by just these two. Like how big of an impact it's possible to make as just a human being. And how amazing that was. And so, yeah, I just felt like, wow, this is such a profound impact that true parents made, even just creating all of these lives, and each of these lives, what can we do in the world? And it all stems from true parents. And I think my second, like, deeper experience was when Hannah Bush was singing Hyojinim's song, The True Mother. And so I'm sitting in the second row and Hannah's standing this way and True Mother's sitting here, but behind her, there's a huge screen. And on that screen, they're playing these little short clips and videos of Hyojinim and True Mother together. And you just see True Mother's beaming, like smiling so big in these videos. And like she's there together with her son who's supporting her so much. And I've never seen her smile like that in real life. Like she was so happy. And I just felt this like longing in my heart. Like I wish we were able to give her something that made her that happy. And I wish we didn't have to rely on like the victories of the past anymore. We didn't have to keep bringing those up as like, this is our offering, but we could bring a new offering. And that whatever we're doing right now would be able to make her smile that much and bring her that much joy. And so, yeah, I just felt like that my entire experience was really just this awakening in my heart of like, wow, True Mother gave everything for us. So what is it that we can give for her to make her smile, to make her bring her joy, and to make all her sacrifice for her entire life worthwhile? And I really felt like, yeah, I gained this deeper sense of motivation to be able to give something and to be able to really work hard to, yeah, share for True Mother and like build something real and substantial that will bring True Mother joy and make a lasting legacy for her. Yeah, throughout the rest of the world. So yeah, that was my experience. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Yeah, I'm so jealous. I wasn't able to go to Vegas, but yeah, it really seems like it was really powerful for so many people. So yeah, thank you for sharing. And yeah, let's bring substantial result for True Mother. So I have a few announcements. As always, you can invite anyone you like to join this call. And if you'd like to donate, Tech will put a link in the chat. You can donate through that. We really appreciate your donation and your contribution. And also, I believe today's the anniversary of the 3-7 couple. And it was this day, October 21st, 1970. So yeah, so I like to also just celebrate for those who are celebrating their anniversary today. Yeah, so and yeah, so let's move on to the prayer portion of this call. Yeah, I'd like to invite up Pastor Takino from New Jersey Chunshimon.
Thank you, Yejin. Good morning, brothers and sisters. And I really appreciate Dr. Watt preparing and deep we are thinking about the life of true mother every day. You preparing such a wonderful PowerPoint, and I was so inspired every day. And Eva, thank you very much. So touching moving experience with a true mother. So today, as you know, our brothers, Nobuaki, his Sonwa ceremony from 12 p.m., a viewing from 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. So I believe that we can connect through the Zoom. We don't receive the Zoom link yet, but they will give us the Zoom link today. It's already here right now. Oh, right now here. Okay, maybe we can share the Zoom link to the Shojin. Okay, so yeah. Okay, thank you. Today I like to invite from New Jersey, Chon Shimon Hara, representing prayer.
Okay, good morning. Please join me in prayer. Good morning, God, our Heavenly Parent. We're here at the Chunshimwan for our morning Handike, reading from True Mother's autobiography. And we also just heard a testimony from Eva, hearing about her experiences in Las Vegas, seeing True Mother. Yeah, God, many of us, it's just our first or second time seeing True Mother. And as young people, we didn't really get that chance when we were younger. And when True Parents were in America, we were either too little or not even born yet. So we're so grateful that we had that opportunity to see True Mother in Las Vegas. God, and even just seeing her from a distance, we're able to connect to her heart so deeply, God. And those experiences that we had are still coming to us on deeper levels, God. We're still learning from those experiences and having deeper realizations, even through hearing each other's stories, God. So I'm so grateful that we had that opportunity to see our True Mother, to meet her, to understand her just a little bit deeper. And through reading her memoir as well, today we learned about how she was moving to so many different places throughout her childhood, God. And I know how hard that is for a child to pack up and go somewhere else and to start over again, to make new friends, to build new relationships. And God, it must have been so difficult for True Mother. And yet still, even throughout all the hardships that she faced throughout her entire life, still to this day, she doesn't have resentful feelings. She's not holding grudges against her family or against you, God, or anyone in her life. God, she feels grateful, she feels humble, and she's in a position of serving and loving and giving and expressing her gratitude, God. So I pray that we can all learn from our True Mother, that we can look up to her as our own mother, that we can feel inspired by her story.
Yes.
To live similar lifestyles, God. Maybe we won't go through the same hardships that she went through. But I pray that whatever we go through in our lives, that we can have that attitude of humility and gratitude. And that we can connect to you, God, as our parent and understand your will for us.
Yes.
God, so many times our vision for us is so much greater than our vision for ourselves. Maybe we don't understand why we're going through what we're going through right now. And I pray that we can always connect back to your vision and understand that even if we can't see 2 steps in front of us, God, that you can see the bigger picture. And I pray that we can align ourselves with your vision, that we can continue to pray, to connect to True Parents' words, to connect to our friends of faith, to connect to our community, and to feel supported. So God, I want to thank you for being with us, for being present during this time. I pray that we can continue to feel your love, to feel your guidance, to feel your protection and your support for us, all the members in our community. I pray that we can also reach out to the people who haven't experienced your love yet, God, and to bring them back home to our family, to really create one family under God.
Yes.
I offer this prayer in all of our names, and in my name, Terry McMahon, daughter Annie and Terry McMahon, bless unto family, Achu. Now let's go into our unison prayer. Please feel free to unmute. Dear most beloved Heavenly
Don't want to go back.
Another day of light to kind of say
Everybody,
so much to
the
kind
love.
together.
We are very young. Everybody, such a pure heart.
相馬式があります。まあ、その前にこの
Baby was born.
本歴を通し、バースの
There is no evil and
の
good effect.
あった
Baby,
もう自分の人も
baby, just want to receive love
として
from us, from father.
経験を
Why
人生にとって
they have a
重要
good
でしょうか
memory? They have a and we miss our original hometown. At the beginning of the love. To the father, to the mother, go back to their origin, the hometown.
自分もナイスするとコミュニティを次のレベルまで歩んで
When she was little girl, everyone, we all want to go back to start
You're considered the best.
ニュージャージーからチューチュー
Korea is a God's hometown.
最低のレベルまで
Going back to the origin.
The person who carries the weight of
The motivation to mother made is all human beings' hometown.
Everyone should know who they are.
The origin of the love. Even we had a very bad human we had a very bad life. And we go back to origin.
Thank you, brothers and sisters, for offering your prayers in the Chuncheon one. And today is a special day, especially for the Iwasaki family. So if you can, send your support in ways that you can, and even if it's just in prayer. So well, thank you again, everyone, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow for another prayer vigil call. So have a good day, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Happy Saturday.
Bye.
Love you.
Good day, everyone.
Good day, everyone. Thank you, Agent.
Be happy 3-7 couple anniversary.
Thank you so much. See some of you today.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Dr.
In the
Ward.
commerce world, Thank you, Chris.
Not acceptable. You can't do it. You can't be a part of it. You can't believe it.
All right, we'll be ending the call in 5,
For them, it's wrong.
3,
And he got put in this county prison for 3 years.
God bless you.
Actually,
Have a great day, everybody.
But he
See you
survived.
soon.
longer
We're
than
coming
You
to Philly.
too.
He
Bye.
survived by helping others.
Hi, Roswitha.
At first, he would give away, he only get a little bit of food a day. But he used to give away half that food to